Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Catie McNeil. You've now clicked on the Weather Now link, and we're continuing to now track the immediate impacts of this coastal storm that we've been tracking as it had moved up the eastern seaboard the last couple days. Now the impacts are here. We're starting to see more widespread rain and higher wind gusts across the area. We have that coastal flood advisory. This was updated a little bit now only through 4 a.m. on Monday, so seeming like the bigger concern here is going to be that overnight high tide at around 1 a.m. We could see some minor coastal flooding in low-lying areas throughout that period, but with the second high tide around 2 p.m., we'll keep an eye on that as well, with conditions continuing to impact southern New England throughout the entirety of the day tomorrow as well. We also have that high wind warning in effect out towards the Sounds. This includes Block Island, Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket, with this continuing until 2 p.m. on Monday for the islands only. Wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour out there. On our immediate coastline, though, we could see wind gusts up to around 40 to even 45. So still pretty gusty despite not having a warning further inland here. And let's take a look outside. Visibility not great right now, as I mentioned, now seeing that widespread rain moving in, heavy at times. And here's what we're looking at. So we're kind of be seeing these bands of heavy rain on and off throughout the overnight time period and into Monday as well. Monday, though, the showers do look to be a little bit more spotty, scattered in nature as the storm is hitting some dry air. So the more widespread and heaviest of the rainfall is expected overnight tonight into Monday morning. And here's kind of on the wider scale here. We're seeing the storm kind of sprawling out, so a large rain shield associated with the storm all the way down to the mid-Atlantic, and then, of course, our immediate area now as well. So let's take a look at the forecast as we continue on. So rain and wind really going to pick up tonight. We're going to expect to see the highest of those wind gusts during that overnight time frame. When all is said and done by Tuesday morning, some spots could see localized up to 3 inches of rain or more, especially out towards Cape Cod. Strong wind gusts of up to 50 miles an hour possible at times as well. So we could see some pockets of wind damage and power outages, as well as that risk for coastal flooding and erosion throughout the next 24 hours or so. So let's take a look at the timing, kind of what we're expecting as we continue on. So again, expecting some more of the heaviest of the rain and highest of those north and northeasterly wind gusts to move through overnight tonight. Could even see some rumbles of thunder mixed in as well, with some convection possible here as we head towards the overnight hours. Now, although we will be seeing pockets of heavy rain at times on Monday, the good news is as we continue on throughout the day, the showers looking more scattered in nature, so we won't be seeing consistent rain through the entirety of the day. But the rain that we do see could contain some pockets of downpours, maybe even a scattered thunderstorm, with some heavier rain even continuing to mix in potentially at times overnight Monday into Tuesday. We're really not expecting to dry out until throughout the Tuesday morning time period. So again, still quite a ways to go here with this storm as we continue on the next couple days. As far as the wind gusts go, again, as I mentioned, really going to pick up as we head towards the overnight, but you can see the main high areas of wind that we're tracking will continue to be offshore out towards the Sounds, but our immediate coastline could see some higher wind gusts as well, up to around 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour inland, more centering around 30 to 35 mile an hour max wind gusts, but very breezy across the board, so not excluding anyone from that here. We will start to see the wind gusts die down a little bit throughout the second half of the day tomorrow on Monday. With that, tonight, rainy and windy throughout the overnight, with again the heaviest of the rain, the highest of those wind gusts expected, especially towards that overnight time period into Monday morning. So if you haven't already, want to bring in any outdoor decorations, things that have not been secured, although hopefully you already did that, so you don't have to stand out in the rain this evening. But with that, we are going to continue to see the trends or impacts from the storm throughout the day on Monday. So stay updated with us the next couple days. Me and Steven will have you covered. I'll be in tonight. Steven will be back in tomorrow morning, and I'll be back in tomorrow evening as well. So we'll have full coverage of the system both on air and online at WPRI.com.